So I recently did a video talking about my ultimate tips for thin and fine curly hair, because that is what I have. I have fine and thin curly hair, and I have really done a lot of different things to figure out my hair, and I am at a point that usually I get pretty good results when I do my curly hair routine. Usually I'm pretty happy with my hair, and I just want to share all of this thin and fine curly hair information with you. And today we're gonna do a roundup of the products that I've used and tried for my hair, and the things that I have enjoyed and the things that I haven't enjoyed so much. Let's get into it. We have shampoos here, we have styling here, we have scalp serums here, we have a lot of things here. I'm gonna try to not repeat too much of what I said in the video before, but in the video before I wasn't as specific with the products that I'm using. So we're really gonna be name dropping today. I'm gonna be telling you which exact products I use. Okay, let's start out with scalp serums. So I have tried two, and I have found that a scalp serum really works so beautifully, so well for thin and fine curly hair, because oils, they can really weigh your hair down. Even if you do your very best to wash them out, they can really get stuck in your hair and really make sure that your hair gets kind of stringy and kind of just all falls flat and gets a little bit weird looking. So I started out with oils, but I ended up with these two products, and I actually like them both. First up, the Living Proof Restore Dry Scalp Treatment. I've really enjoyed it. It is something that will not weigh your hair down. It will not make it greasy. It will not make it look greasy. It will actually make it look better. Sometimes at like the third day after I've washed my hair, I wash my hair about once a week, I will have a feeling like, oh, it's a bit frizzy on top and I want to do something about it, and this actually helps a lot with that. Sometimes you can feel like maybe you need a bit of dry shampoo or maybe you need a bit more styling, but a lot can already be fixed with a product like this. And I really like the way you can kind of disperse this throughout the hair, because this is a very precise applicator that doesn't disperse too much at a time, so it's pretty easy to kind of get into your hair. You can also apply this in the morning and then it will look good throughout the day. And I've just really found out that my scalp is a lot less dry. I can use this multiple times a week if I want. Right now it is empty. I still have a little bit left, so that is why I bought this one as well. This is the Curlsmith Scalp Stimulating Booster. It has basically the same characteristics to it. It does the same thing. It is also not greasy or anything. It smells really nice. It does its job. The only difference is that this applicator is a bit less precise. It's a little bit like the hole is a bit bigger, so you have to be a little bit more careful. And sometimes with this one I do feel like if I want to be careful, if I don't want to end up with kind of like wet looking hair, not really greasy hair but wet looking hair, I sometimes like to apply this one at night. I feel like this one is a bit easier to apply in the morning. So if I have to choose, if I have to be honest, this one is my favorite, but I feel like it's a little bit more expensive. So it's kind of like, when do you want to use it? Because the wet feeling of this, it will have disappeared in the morning. So if you're like, oh, I want to use it at night anyway, I would still recommend it because it's pretty good. Like, both of these are good. I quite like this one as well. Then I have been on a journey to find a shampoo, because honestly, I have found my shampoo. I have found the shampoo that I really enjoy, but I just kept feeling like this can't be the shampoo that I'm showing my viewers in the video about my curls. This can't be it. This can't be the solution. Like, it is so not glamorous. It's like the least glamorous shampoo ever. And I was trying things. I was trying to find things, and I ended up concluding, after many different shampoos I've used in my life and in the past years, I ended up concluding what the best shampoo was. But I'm first gonna go through some shampoos that didn't really work for me. I'm not saying that these won't work for any curly girls, or that they won't work as kind of like an addition to a shampoo that cleans your hair like a little bit more. Like, it's not saying that these are objectively bad shampoos, not at all. Like, they have great ingredients, they're from good brands, and there are things about them that I enjoy, but it's just not on its own. It cannot do what I want. So I have to tell you about that, because, okay, so I'm starting to feel like a actual curly hair shampoo is not really gonna work for me, because they all have these very beautiful hydrating ingredients that are lovely, but that will weigh my hair down and won't clean it enough. They're just too subtle, too hydrating, too like sweet and caring for my hair. I need something a little bit more harsh, not in the way that it really has harsh ingredients, but I just need my hair to be clean. Otherwise it will end up stringy and weird and very greasy, but dry and frizzy at the same time. Okay, so I recently tried the Yari Fruity Curls shampoo. This is the curl care shampoo, cleanse and hydrate with hyaluronic acid. So I thought that doesn't sound too bad because they also have a hydrating shampoo. So I saw this one and the other one in store and I was like, okay, maybe this can work for me because it doesn't say it is hydrating per se. It doesn't advertise like hydrating curls or oils. This is just too caring for the hair. It is just not cleansing enough. I need like a deep cleanse. I need all the oils to be gone from my hair, but not in like a stripped way. But it's just like there needs to be no feeling of like hydration and kind of like oiliness left in the hair before I put in my styling products. And that is what works for me. Like my hair doesn't feel dry, my hair isn't dry, and that is maybe also a bit the problem. Like I don't have dry hair. I have curly hair, but it isn't dry. So something that is as hydrating as this and not cleansing enough, it will weigh my hair down. So I, in a way, think I can still use this shampoo, but I feel like I would have to use it in conjunction with something else that cleans more. Like this is something for people with drier hair than I have, with thicker hair than I have. Like it's not bad, but it's just not what I thought it would be. And the same kind of goes for these two shampoos that kind of have the same like function in my routine. Like both of these are clarifying shampoos, and the Curlsmith one is also for the scalp. Like it has some sort of scrub, like not really particles, you don't really feel the particles, they are very sparse, but there's some scrubbing element to it that will kind of like cleanse your scalp. But both of these are clarifying shampoos, and even though they are really nice, like for the clarifying part they really work. The point of this clarifying type of shampoo, if you don't know, is that it will kind of reset your hair in a way. I don't know if that's the right term, but it's kind of like at a point your hair can be weighed down from layers and layers and layers of styling product that you haven't properly washed out. And these types of products will really like wash out the styling products, and you can kind of like start anew. And it can really make sure that after you've used a clarifying shampoo, you get more like volume in your hair, more curl definition. And it really depends on your hair type and curl type how many times you can actually use a clarifying shampoo. I can use it quite a lot because I really need that cleanse to get that like volume in my hair, to get rid of the stringiness. So I actually do use this quite a bit, and I enjoy them both. Like they work very well for the scalp. They're just very nice shampoos that do what they're supposed to do. After I've used these, I feel like my hair like is refreshed, but they are just a little bit too like weak when it comes to the cleansing to use on their own. So I do like using those, and I feel like if you have drier hair, then you might be able to use those on their own if you are doing your hair routine. But for me, they're just a little bit too like subtle, soft. I'm kind of like looking for the right word. They are just not harsh enough for me. I just need something a bit more cleansing than that. I still like those. I still would recommend those. Then we have the Curlsmith Moisture Recipe Curl Quenching Conditioning Wash. So at the point that I bought this, I did not realize actually what this meant, what a co-wash meant. I was like, okay, this is a shampoo, but it's more kind of like a cleansing conditioner. It is very like soft on the hair. It is very not intrusive on the hair. It really adds a lot of moisture, and it doesn't do a lot of cleansing. I feel like this is the perfect type of shampoo if you have really thick curls that are like hard to manage. You need a lot of hydration. Your curls just soak up all of that hydration, kind of seems to disappear, because this really puts this kind of layer of slick oiliness over the hair. Even after you've like washed it out, even after you've shampooed your hair like extra, it will still feel kind of like slick and kind of oily. So it's great for hydration. It is very like soft for the hair. It doesn't have a lot of cleansing, stripping to it. It doesn't do that. And I have found that I can sometimes use this, I can sometimes use it as an actual conditioner, but it's actually more heavy than conditioners that I would personally use. So I use this once in a while, but it's actually not the perfect product for me and my hair type. I wouldn't really recommend it. I'm just trying to use it up, but it's not really the perfect product. So I feel like a cleansing, like clarifying shampoo, it really does a lot. It really changes a lot for your hair. It really can do a lot and really give you this clean slate that is really important if you have hair that weighs down really easily. So I would recommend either of these shampoos, like the Curly Girl Movement shampoo. I really like, but the Curlsmith is just as nice. Like both have really great ingredients and work really well on my hair. Then kind of like the basics for me, and the thing that I always go back to, the things that I always end up using again and buying again. The thing that kind of like saves my hair and is kind of just the thing that I just have to talk about, even though it is not as glamorous, is the Dr. Organic Bioactive Hair Care Organic Dead Sea Mineral Shampoo Conditioner 2-in-1. So it's not conditioning at all, it's just a shampoo. Don't look at that, don't listen to that. It's just a very clarifying, very cleansing shampoo. The enriching ingredients, I don't really notice that, and that is what I like so much about this. There's just, it's not stripping, but my hair after using this feels so clean. It is also not a shampoo that has like these stripping kind of harmful drying ingredients that you don't want for curly hair. It doesn't have any sulfates. It isn't really like this foaming shampoo or anything like that, but there's just something about it. It doesn't try to be a curly shampoo. It doesn't try to hydrate curls. It doesn't enrich your hair with oils upon oils upon oils. It is just a very basic, very cleansing, not too harsh, but cleansing enough shampoo that works for me. And I always go in with this shampoo, even if I use a clarifying shampoo. Like I will first use the clarifying one and then I will use this Dr. Organic one, and it just works so well for me. I cannot tell you why, I cannot tell you how, but this basic shampoo is just what I need in my life and what I keep going back to. It is just the best thing that I've tried. And the fact that it's kind of like this organic line makes sure that it doesn't have the harsh like alcohol or too much perfume or things like that. It just works. It just works. It's just cleansing enough, it's just cleaning my scalp and my hair enough, and it just does what it has to do. I've tried other things, I really have tried, I've dove in, but there are so many things that I can already not buy because it promises hydration, and I don't want hydration on that level that the curl shampoos give me. Even though this also says hydration, it's not the same kind of hydration. Like, it is just in a way that it doesn't completely strip your hair of anything, everything, all the oils that have ever been in your hair. And what I kind of combine it with, I'm gonna show this quickly because it's kind of gross, is the Dr. Organic Aloe Vera Conditioner. So this is such a thin, such a lightweight conditioner. It is so lightweight that it is just so easy to wash out of your hair. I will put this first. Like sometimes it depends on the routine, what I'm feeling like, but sometimes I would just put this first if I just want a little bit extra hydration, but just in a way that won't weigh my hair down, which is the main problem. So I will first use this conditioner. I will wash it out with the Dead Mineral shampoo, and my hair will be clean, but it will still feel like soft. It will be soft, but there's no oil left on the hair. I don't want to feel my wet hair and feel oils in there, and this combination will make sure that I don't feel that. Alright, let's move on from the shampoos. We're gonna get into styling products. A styling product that hasn't really worked for me is the Umberto Giannini Curl Jelly Refresh Curl Reviving Spray. It says to revive and restore bounce, texture and shine to flat lackluster curls, bringing them to life between washes. So I feel like this sounds very promising and I really wanted this to work, but I feel like this just makes my curls a little bit too sticky. It doesn't really add in the bounciness, it just adds in the stick and it makes it look just a little stringy and not really like what I would want it to be. It doesn't make it look the way I would want it. I just feel like it's too sticky and it's just not adding any volume. And that is kind of the problem that I sometimes have in between washes, that the volume kind of like dissipates, disappears, and this doesn't do what I want. It doesn't do it better than the actual styling product that I love and use. It is better for me to use the styling product that I use for blow drying in between as well. Like that just works the best. So I kind of feel like this doesn't really have a place in my routine. Like it doesn't really do anything extra that I don't get from other products. Like it does it, but it does it worse. Then we have the Lee Stafford Hairspray Flexible Hold. Fat and flexible with style memory for big bouncy beautiful hair. So this is a very flexible hairspray that I feel works really well if you just want to add a little bit of hold to your routine. Like you want to add something to kind of make your curls stay longer. So what I have done sometimes, but I often forget it as well, but it does work, is that if I'm almost done with blow drying, I will use a little bit of this hairspray. I like it because it's so flexible. I don't want to have crunchy curls, but at the end I will use this hairspray and then like blow dry the rest of it, and it will just hold the curls even a little bit better, but not in this sticky way, not in this crunchy way, just in this flexible way that I really enjoy. So I would actually recommend adding like some flexible hairspray to your routine. It actually works quite well. That's something that I have tried out, but I didn't really enjoy it. I have heard people really liking this product, but it just didn't really work for me. I feel like it might be better for like thick curly hair. So this is a Yari Green Curls. It has like this it has a sticker over here, like, I don't remember the name, but like, so you don't steal it from the store. But this says Yari. So this is the Green Curls Curl Maker with avocado, pomegranate, blueberry, and acai berry. It's lightweight, great hold, reduces frizz. So this is kind of like a gel product, like a hydrating gel product for the curls. Like, it will reduce the frizz, hold your curls, and you can use it to style. They say you can use it after the detangler. I personally don't really use a curl cream. I have used a curl cream in the past. We'll talk about that in a second. But I don't like this for my hair. I feel like this does to my hair what a too oily product will do to my hair, but without the hold. I feel like it doesn't have enough hold. Like my hair just falls flat and it will look frizzy and just a little bit like tangly, but not in a nice way. I think the main problem with this is the hold is not enough for like fine curly hair. Like my hair needs just a little bit of help for the volume. Like it really curls a lot on its own. It really curls a lot without product in it. It will look very curly. I don't have hair that looks like wavy, but then I do a lot with it and it looks curly. It is very naturally curly. But this just doesn't hold it up, and it just feels like my hair is flying everywhere. It isn't really holding it. It isn't really like clumping the curls. And it just doesn't do enough for me. I think it is more of a hydrating product, and I just want something with a little bit more hold so that I can enjoy my curls for a little bit longer during the week. I feel like I used this yesterday when I washed my hair, and I just felt like my hair was a little bit frizzy. It was just too soft. I touched it and I didn't feel like the body. It didn't give any body to the hair. And then this morning I used my actual favorite curl gel and I kind of fixed it. I was like, you know what? I think my hair looks good enough to do a curly hair video. At least I hope it does. The point is, I feel like I kind of fixed it. So the top product together with the shampoo. The absolute top product for me is the Curly Girl Movement Curl Defining Gel. It defines and enhances your curls with jojoba oil, pomegranate seed oil, and aloe vera. This is a little bit more expensive than the Yari Curl Maker, but this just does so much. It works really beautifully on wet hair, but it also works beautifully on dry hair. Like I applied this in my hair this morning on dry hair, and it doesn't feel crunchy, it doesn't feel hard, it doesn't look weird. It just made my curls look so effortlessly defined, and I just love it. I have had this particular bottle for like 1.5 years already, and I want to buy a new one, but right now it's sold out on the website. They now have a different packaging, which I think is a little bit better than this packaging, but this is just such a beautiful product. It just has the hold, it has the hydration, but it doesn't weigh it down. You can use it in different ways in your hair. It just can be used as a refresher as well. This is like the holy grail curl product for me. And I've also used the creme, like the curl creme from this brand that they say you can use before applying the gel. But I feel like that combination could potentially weigh my hair down depending on how much I used. I could make it work, but it was a little bit of a risk. And usually when I use the gel, it just does its thing. It really works and I don't have any complaints. Like, it's just a pretty foolproof method. So I would say, like, if you want to start somewhere and you have hair that is very similar to mine, like not dry but curly and then thin fine hair with curls that just need a little bit of help for the volume, then I would say that these two products are where you can start, and then you can go from there by buying one of the clarifying shampoos. I think that that's a really good routine. You don't have to make it so complicated, okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to buy 10 different products. Like 3 is more than enough, but you could get by with 2. That is my opinion. And that is what I believe about my hair as well. So the curl defining gel and also the organic dead sea mineral shampoo. That's my holy grail combo. And I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to be trying that many other products anymore, because I just want my hair to look good, and these are just foolproof products that just really work for me. So I feel like if my routine is gonna change, if anything is gonna change about the products for some reason, I will come back. But this is kind of gonna be the video that you can refer to if you want to know what products I use, what I like and what I don't like. Alright, this is gonna be everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.